I think you got to give a lot of credit to Matt Mcdonough. I think coming in as a freshman, he did a great job of just getting tough. And the thing was when he was a freshman, this team was pretty tough, you know. And he saw what was around him, and he raised his level, and he won a national title. And I give a lot of credit to him for stepping in and just doing it right away, you know. And then he kind of took that momentum and kept running with it. It shows how tough he is. It shows his drive. You know, there's a million compliments you could give to him. And really, it's just about, he showed a lot of guts. I mean, every day he busted his tail in here, and he won a lot of times and just will. And he did unbelievable things to find ways to win matches and approached matches the right way, you know? I mean, he wrestled like we want a Hawkeye to wrestle, which is to build your lead and dominate.
I think what set Mcdonough apart was the way that he came into the room. His first year, his first day in the room. It was all about fight, it was all about being ferocious, never stop moving, never stop attacking, and it carried, you know, it carried into his matches, and that's what made him, you know, such a terror on the wrestling mat. It didn't matter who he was matched up against. It didn't matter that there were even people his same age that came in on that same recruiting class. It didn't bother him. You know, his attitude was, I'm going to kick the heck out of them, and you know, if I don't run them out of the room, I'm going to run them off the mat, and I'm going to be the guy.
Matt Mcdonough, really one tough SOB. I mean, he knows how to wrestle in tough matches, and he's won a lot of tough matches. Those first 3 years, really, what he did was a pretty spectacular thing, really. I mean, come in and win a national title as a freshman, that's pretty stout. I mean, and I think he'll be remembered as that long, lanky kid that just grinded everything out, because really that's the way he wrestles and the way he wins.
You know, Mcdonough, he performed when the lights were on. He was a competitor out there, and he wrestled hard, and I think, you know, he did a good job at being consistent.
You know, Mcdonough, you can learn a lot from him, and I know I did being around him. You see his work ethic. You know, the kid's in here 24/7 working his butt off. You know, he's special. He taught me a lot. He taught me how to work hard. He's taught me how to, you know, stay focused.
Really what it comes down to for me is the next phase going forward. He's verbalized that he wants to continue, and that's what I'm most excited about. Certainly looking back on the history of his career here in the Hawkeye singlet, one of the best. You know, no matter how he ended, that doesn't change that. And I'm excited to see the next phase of his career for sure.
I just want him to remember that, you know, I went out there with no other expectations than being the best, being
just good enough was never okay, and just winning was never okay. The amount of times I walked off the wrestling mat mad because I won by 5 points instead of tech falling or major decision in a guy, I can remember a lot of those, and that's the kind of thing that makes you an Iowa wrestler, I think, is having that intensity in your mind and in your eye that you want to go out there and you want to put on a show every single time.
Well, I think Matt McDonough's career for me is still yet to be determined.